What's going on, guys? This is Mikey Goodfellas7 with Goodfellas Gaming. We're going to be doing a tutorial on the boss battles at the end of Elden Ring. So stay tuned, and we're going to get right into it. Alright, so going forward, we're going to be going against this this knight at the entrance of the endgame region. Forgot the name of it, so I'm sorry if that doesn't help, but yeah, this is the boss that's going to be guarding the gate to the beast clergy that you're going to have to fight. Best option that I found out after playing this game 3 times as far as the campaign is, I like to spam this rock sling on the knight right at the beginning, because it does take some time for him to get to you. And then obviously, I'm sure some of you Elden Ring vets realize that there's only so many attacks these guys use. You actually come across one of these guys right at the entrance of the capital. But this guy's going to use red electricity compared to the guy at the beginning of the capital. He uses just the regular lightning spells and whatnot. So this guy does definitely much more damage. And going forward, like I said, I kind of spam the rock sling on him. But the Rivers of Blood is really good, depending on the timing of his attacks and depending on how close you are. So as you see here, I'm just basically spamming rock sling as much as possible, waiting for his moves. That fireball move is the one that he likes to spam a lot, along with this lightning. Key to that lightning, when he's using it, is to basically dodge right when he lifts his weapon up to do the lightning. Because if you dodge too early or too late, that lightning will basically damage you. As you see there, that's a good example. Again, when you're further away, he's going to spam the hell out of the lightning and the fireball with his horse. And as you can see here, I kind of got some Rivers of Blood damage on him with the katana. My build is based off of a bleed build, so after playing this game 3 times over, bleed definitely does the most damage in my opinion. I could be wrong. I know frost damage does a lot of damage, but I like to use bleed. And just like that, depending on the timing of the moves, you can get in there with the Rivers of Blood and do some really, really good bleed damage. Alright, moving forward to the beast clergy here. There's the beast clergy, man. This is one of the first main bosses you go against in endgame. Or bigger bosses, I should say. And again, you see here, I'm just spamming the hell out of rock sling. Got him right down to half health. Gets the cutscene going, skip the cutscene. And now we're going against the Black Blade. This guy is really, really difficult, so take your time with this guy because he's going to drain your health slowly. But you can get some heavy damage on him, just like I did here with the bleed and the katana. And right, just like that. I thought I was going to die here, to be honest with you. Right here. But I ended up being able to turn around and catching him in time. And that's Black Blade. Like I said, Rivers of Blood, bleed build, OP. OP as hell. Some of you Elden Ring vets may disagree. But you guys can let me know what your favorite is in the comments. Alright, now going against the all-knowing Gideon. This guy's going to spam the hell out of Comet on you, just like he does here. Especially if you're far away. But if you get close enough, he's kind of useless because he's a sorcerer build. So as you see here, I kind of do some PvP action on him and just go right in. Massive chunks of damage. And just like that, he was stupid enough to dodge roll into my attack, and that's it for him. Nice little quick tutorial here showing you the easiest way to fly through this. Now again, I have played the game 3 times over, so obviously I'm a pretty high level. But that's regardless of the point. I'm just showing you Rivers of Blood bleed build in this tutorial because I found it to be the easiest way to kill some of these bosses. Another thing that's really good to know, summoning other cooperators. Don't feel ashamed if you want to call in somebody to help you, even if it's just a random or even your friend. That's what this game's about. Especially against this next boss, which is one of the Elden Lords. I forgot his name as well, but I'm sure you guys know it already. But going forward, you know, I kind of like to, when it comes to this boss battle, I like to summon as many cooperators as possible because this guy's fast. So it's good to have other people with you regarding the aggro. Keep in mind, if you don't have a multiplayer password, you can just use the furl calling remedy, and you'll be able to see these cooperator signs, whether they're randoms or NPCs, but you can bring them in, and they'll help you. Don't feel ashamed. I certainly don't, as you can see here. So I let the randoms kind of go after the aggro at first and do some damage from behind them using incantations. And then I kind of just go right in there because the aggro is not on me. And I just go in there with Rivers of Blood and do as much damage as possible. And we were able to bring them down to half and no problem. Obviously going to skip the cutscene here. Eventually. Okay, so as you can see here, he, in the second phase of Hurrah Lux Warrior, he does a lot of like grabbing and throwing you up in the air and slamming you down. That shit does a hell of a lot of damage, so make sure your dodge game is on point. But as you can see here with the cooperators, I mean, we just blew through them completely. Now, obviously, I know probably some of you guys were looking for a tutorial without cooperators, but this is an option that you can use in game, no problem. So don't blame me, blame the developers, because you can go right in here, summon as many cooperators as you want. I actually do it again here, as you can see, for the last boss battle. And then bam. You know, this is something that should be used in Elden Ring. That's why it's there. I know some people think it's, you know, I guess a cheap way to go about it, or maybe a cheesy way to go about it, but hey, if it takes the aggro off of you and it gets the job done, why not? Some of these guys that you can summon in are actually really helpful. And I know when I was first beating the game, I'll admit it, I used as many cooperators as possible. Because at the time, I think I was like level 200, or beginning level of 200, and I was still, you know, I was still getting my ass kicked. Alright, so going down in here, taking out the Golden Order. Obviously, it's just me and one other dude. So I go right in and take the aggro right up front as much as possible, so he can, you know, do his spells. Get some Scarlet Rot damage on him with that. Teammate really helped out with that, getting the aggro off of me. Obviously, now the aggro is focused on me. And I kind of try and just embrace it for my teammate so he can get kind of close on him. And then see, when he takes the aggro, I try and go in and help him out as much as possible. Luckily, he went out of there to heal himself, which was good. I had to do the same thing. Took a couple hits there. And as you can see, this guy does some good chunks of damage. And since the aggro was on me, my teammate was able to go in there and take care of him. Alright, now, going to the second phase of the boss battle against the Elden Beast. I go right up in there, get some chunks out. Now, obviously, you can see here, bleed damage doesn't do much to Elden Beast, but Elden Beast, I believe, is immune to most builds, for obvious reasons. It's the last boss. But obviously, go in there and give him everything you got. Whether you're a sorcerer, vagabond, astrologer, whatever class you are. Go in there and get as much damage at the beginning as possible before he starts doing shit like this. Because as you can see here, and I'm sure some of you Elden Ring vets, you guys realize this boss moves around the map frequently. So it's hard to kind of get up close to him. As you can see here, I've been sprinting for quite a while just trying to get close to him, but he kind of goes all over the map. Sorcerers are really good for this boss, just because obviously the amount of times he moves around can probably get him a little bit easier if you're, using sorcery or incantations. And then as you can see here, my cooperator is right up there, right in his stomach, taking some hits in. I'm doing the same thing with Rock Sling, doing as much damage as possible. Elden Beast used this spell called something stars, raising stars or something like that. And because I took the aggro, my teammate was able to go in there and finish him out. And there's your quick tutorial on the few endgame bosses at the end of the game. This is Mikey Goodfellas 7. Thank you so much for watching this on Goodfellas Gaming. Going forward, I can do more tutorials of Elden Ring or of other games. I've done some for Rainbow Six Extraction, Sifu, you name it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and let me know in the comments also what ending you guys like the most. Personally, I like Ronnie's ending, so it's up to you. I've had a couple different endings already. But let me know if you guys have any questions or, if you want more tutorials based on Elden Ring. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. This is Mikey Goodfellas 7 with Goodfellas Gaming. Have a great day. Later.